guys, this is Sugar or Shits. So today I want to discuss with you something that I call the plant-based commandments. I abide by basically all of these, but not necessarily all of them. But the majority of them I do. So one of my pet peeves is how I cook my food and what I cook in. I no longer use aluminum pans, things like that to cook in. I'm going to give you my reasoning behind all of this, but cooking, I now cook in either clay or cast iron or Pyrex glass. I love Pyrex glass. That is one of my go-tos. As far as eating dead flesh, I have gotten that down all the way to a minimum with the regards of fish. And like I said, I will go over all my reasonings and what it is that I incorporate into this. So no eating of dead flesh, no soy, no white sugar or table salt, ionized salt, no bleached flour. I do not eat seedless fruits or GMOs. No hydrogenated oils. Checking for BPA. I don't eat out of cans. Canned food is a no-no. No canned processed. I try to stay away from processed food as much as possible. Although when I do go to restaurants and things like that, which is rare for me nowadays, when I do go to restaurants, I am aware that they do use things like this in their meal incorporation. And trust me, my body is in tune, and I definitely pay for it afterwards. Once I go to the bathroom, I really realize, like, oh man, I should stay home and cooked. Another thing that I do, I drink a lot of spring water. A lot of people are out here going gung-ho crazy, paying whatever for water. So let me just tell you, spring water is probably the best water, one of the best waters that you can possibly intake into your body, with the exception of a few others. No fluoride, definitely no fluoride. I have not had fluoride. My children have not had fluoride, and I'm talking decades. No microwaves. I don't even have a microwave in my home. I have not used a microwave in I don't know how long. I grew up in a household where it was a microwave there, but our food was basically warmed up on the stove or in the oven. Very, very rare for someone to pop something in the microwave. So, with that being said, let's start backwards. Let's start with the microwave, because I know a lot of people have microwaves in their home. It's very convenient for you to just pop something in the microwave and let it be warm within 1 minute, 2 minutes, boil water within a minute and a half, things like that. So, just a little known fact about microwaves. The radio waves with frequencies that range around 300 million cycles per second. Microwave leakage, radiation leakage, it can cause damage to human cells and tissues. All appliances working on electricity produce a toxic electromagnetic field of approximately about 60 hertz. So this is over and above potential microwave leakage from appliances or devices. This could be serious enough that the FDA, it actually set strict limits on it for the manufacturers. But once door seals age, leaking tends to exceed these limits, often at head level. That's bad news, because microwave energy inside a microwave oven is just massive. Frequency inside your microwave, 2.45 billion hertz. I mean, God, that is Just crazy. 2.45 billion hertz. The frequency where it starts to hurt harming humans is just over 10 hertz. So we're talking the frequency inside your microwave, 2.45 billion hertz. And the frequency where it can start harming the human body is just over 10 hertz. That's 2.45 billion versus 10 hertz. It doesn't take a very big leak for the damage to begin. And one main culprit is like aging door seals. So people that have microwaves that's been around for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of damage to you. Another thing people don't know about microwaves is microwaves has a direct effect on cataracts. Your eyes, they are especially vulnerable to microwaves. And that's because unlike other areas of your body, they lack the blood vessels to dissipate the heat and cellular stress. For decades, cataracts have been reported in workers exposed to this type of radiation. On the back of the lens where radiation cataracts usually occur. So once again, it has been reported. You know, this is something that I'm not just pulling this out of my hat. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I actually read. So do your own research, ladies and gentlemen. Please do your own research. So a personal experience of mine, I just want to tell you what microwaves, what they do to food. Alternating the current forces of atoms, reverse polarity at the starting high rate. This creates such a violent friction that the water inside the food molecules begin to vibrate and heat up. That would probably just explain why, things like vegetables and stuff like that actually cook faster inside of the microwave because of the water content. And I know this for a fact because I went through a hard time in my life where I literally did not have a stove, and me and my children had to eat from the microwave. And when I tell you we had to do this for around 3 months, it was the worst thing ever because I know we were having stomach pains. I just knew that something wasn't right. I knew that something wasn't right, and I said to myself, it has to be from cooking off of inside of a microwave. So I got a stove as soon as possible, and from that day forward, cooking in a microwave, no, never again. So the microwave, it actually breaks down the chemical and molecular bonds in food. It literally rips the atoms apart, disrupting all the basic biochemical structures of life. So you wonder why the food can become so harmful to consume. That's why. It literally just rips it apart. The government industry studies suggest they pose no threat, but a growing body of knowledge now contradicts those claims. And I am definitely proof of that because I noticed that within a few months. Another known fact that microwaves do, it changes the blood chemistry. So I know a lot of you probably will not believe this, but it actually does. The cholesterol levels, they increase rapidly. Your hemoglobin, it decreases significantly, creating anemic tendencies. So those of you that are suffering from anemic and things like that, you wonder why. If you're using the microwave excessively, that could be something that's creating that in your body. The white blood cells, it shows a significant term of decrease. It increases your stress. Ladies, if you're pregnant, just had a child, and you're microwaving your breast milk, please stop. Because this reduces the antibodies inside of your milk. It promotes potential dangerous bacteria. Milk heated to 72 degrees lost a full 96% of all immune globin antibodies, which fight invading microbes. It's also been shown that when infant formula, is microwaved for 10 minutes, it is altered the structure of its components, amino acids, possibly resulting in functional, structural, and immunological abnormalities. And this is from the Lancet. I just actually looked this up not too long ago, so I wrote this down because I wanted to be able to say that as well. I didn't even know that it changed that and it caused a functional structure, but it does. Let's talk about fluoride or fluorine. Not only does it calcify your third eye, but fluorine is a poisonous gaseous halogen. It is the most chemically reactive electronegative of all the elements. It forms compounds with other elements, such as noble gases. It is also reactive that glass, metals, and even water cannot be burned with bright flame.